Welcome back. With me today is Dan Elweiler from Sterling Financial Advisors. And Dan, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
We have some sun instead of rain.
We don't see any rain in quite a while.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we get a little here and there.
My ground can dry out.
Yes. Yeah. Get the sprinklers back on, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually walked out. Last night I got home, and I haven't had my sprinklers on for a long time.
I haven't either. Yeah.
And I had put in some new plants, some new flowers, and I looked down at them, I'm going, they need water.
Well, the weeds seem to find enough water,
yes,
you know, so
they do.
I have a hill in my backyard that always seems to have enough weeds on it.
They always find it, yes.
So,
well, we have you sent me over a topic today, and the title of it, Tax Code Talk. It's not fun, but it's important. And I was thinking to myself, you could replace tax code talk with root canal. It's not fun, but it's important. Something that
well,
effect.
that's about this. That's about right, you know.
And looking at this is, you know, the article goes into military death benefits, Roth IRAs, and there's a lot of, you know, you've talked about this before. When it comes to beneficiaries and transferring things, there's a lot of pitfalls in there if you don't do it.
Well, I thought this was an interesting topic because, to be perfectly honest, I had never heard of it before. And so let me give you a little bit of background how I came across this. A young lady was referred to me, probably 21 to 22 years old, not very old at all. Okay, most of my clients are getting close to retirement or have retired, but she was referred to me. Her husband, unfortunately, had contacted an illness in the military and ended up passing away.
Wow.
He had some group life insurance, around $400,000, and she didn't know what to do with it. She was very young in regards to financial things. Anyway, we sat down with her and put together a conservative program for her, because I told her if she'll just take care of this money that she'll be okay, you know. And so we put together a program. She came back and emailed me, or was talking to me, and she says, Dan, what about a Roth IRA? And I says, well, generally Roth IRAs, you can contribute to a Roth, or you can convert to a Roth from another IRA, but it has to be earned income. A day or two later, she sent me an article that her mother had sent her, stating that there is a provision in the tax code that allows death benefits from military personnel. The beneficiaries can contribute that to a Roth IRA.
Ah, okay.
So, you know, she was asking me about that. I looked into it, and certainly enough, you can, in a $500,000 death benefit from a military personnel can be contributed to a Roth IRA without any tax consequences.
Wow.
So
what you're saying, in very quickly, I know that one of the, if you look at it, advantage or disadvantage, however you look at it, with a Roth IRA, is you pay taxes up front.
Correct.
And then when you withdraw the money,
it's tax-free.
It's tax-free.
Right.
But it has to be earned income.
Has to be earned income, or a Roth or IRA conversion, which at that time you pay the taxes.
Yes.
So if I take a 401k, roll it into an IRA, there's no taxes.
Yes.
But if I take the IRA and roll it into a Roth, that's when I have to pay taxes, but everything after that is tax-free.
Right, right.
In this particular situation, the military death benefits from these group life insurance policies can be contributed to a Roth IRA without any tax consequences.
Right.
So the government basically is trying to give the death of military beneficiaries a tax benefit by allowing you to contribute these group life insurance proceeds into a Roth IRA.
So does that mean years from now, and when she takes that out, there won't be any taxes?
Tax-free.
Yeah, that's nice.
So 21, 22 years old, if you have $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 going into a Roth IRA, you don't touch it for 30 or 40 years. That could be over $1 million by the time it compounds over that period of time, and that would all be tax-free. Well, and there's a caveat to that. You don't have to, you have up to a year to do this.
Yes.
Okay, so we had invested her money in an investment program, the $400,000, and she wanted to take some out to buy a house, so we took some out to use as a down payment. The remaining amount, we still have the opportunity to say, okay, we want to change this to Roth IRA. So it allows her to the ability up to a year to make that decision to put it into a Roth IRA, which we're going to sit down and talk about.
Yeah.
But it was interesting that I'm pretty proficient in distribution planning, but I had never heard of this provision that allows people to put money from life insurance into a Roth IRA. But there's the caveat that they have to be military personnel, and it has to come from the military group life benefits, and so it's a very narrow.
Right. Now, let me
road.
ask you just another way around on that. Suppose this was life insurance. Her husband, who passed away, was not in the military but had life insurance. She got the same amount of money. What's the tax implications there? Now, could she take that and put that into a standard IRA?
No. This benefit is restricted to military personnel, but regular life insurance for non-military, you and I have, you have a $500,000 life insurance policy and you pass away. Your wife gets the $500,000. That comes in tax-free.
Okay.
Okay. She can't take that money and put it into an IRA because IRA contributions either have to be earned income or they have to be converted from 401ks or other qualified plans. So there's a restrictions on, there's a difference between conversions and contributions. So you have to understand the tax code in regards to retirement accounts, that contributions to Roth IRAs, traditional IRAs, 401ks has to come from earned income, 1099 W-2s or whatever it might be. But
a standard in that, the life insurance would not be taxed.
The life insurance benefit itself is not taxed to your beneficiaries.
Let me ask you another question. I know you've talked about this before. Being that with a Roth IRA, you were taxed, pre-taxed on that going in. What is the advantage of even having that then versus a standard IRA? Because a standard IRA, if I'm not mistaken, when you start to take that out, you're now taxed at the rates that. So if you're retired, I've been working for a while. So what's the point to a Roth IRA?
A lot of people think that their tax rates are going to be lower when they retire because they're not making as much money. Sometimes that's true, sometimes it isn't. But you're replacing a lot of that income, earned income, with Social Security or pensions or whatever it might be. So your tax bracket isn't always the same or always lower than when you're working. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I always look at it kind of like the farmer. When he sows his field with seeds, do you want to pay taxes on the seeds or do you want to pay taxes on the crop? Because the crop is going to produce a lot more in the long run. So I can take a tax deduction now for $5,000 contributed to an IRA. 25, 30 years from now, I will be paying taxes on $30,000 or $40,000. Or I can pay the taxes on $5,000 right now and let it grow in an Roth IRA and not pay taxes on the $30,000 or $40,000.
That's the thing. You won't be, as it grows, you're not paying taxes on the growth.
Higher amount. You know, and so, you know, you and I are always trying to find ways to reduce our taxes, and the standard answer from a CPA was, well, contribute to an IRA. That will lower your taxes by $1,000. So they automatically do that. I would just as soon pay the $5,000 into a Roth IRA and let it grow.
I see what you're saying.
So there's some tax planning, but all of us, I mean, my son, who works for me, came in, Dad, and says, hey, can I write this off on my taxes? I end up owing $3,000 or whatever it is. We're always looking for ways to reduce our taxes. And the typical answer is, well, contribute to an IRA. Well, that's kind of a short-term solution to a long-term tax planning opportunity.
Right. Well, this is an interesting piece of information.
Yeah,
it affects a lot of people.
It was, well, I don't know if a lot of people, but it certainly affects those that are in the military and have group life insurance benefits. But it was brand new information to me, and I've been in this business a long time and had never heard that, you know, life insurance could be attributed to from the military. So I thought it was interesting maybe to share with your viewers, and maybe a lot of them aren't in the military right now, but they might have, you know, children or spouses that are in the military and something happens, unfortunately. But it's really a great opportunity to take advantage of that provision.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
All right. Take care.
Yes, and we'll see you in probably a couple of weeks again.
Probably.
And we'll see what the weather's like. And you're, you know, this is tax season, so, you know, I know a lot of
lots
times
of honeydews tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, it's been raining for the past 2 or 3 Saturdays, and lots of honeydews tomorrow.
There you go. You'll be out with your garden hat, right? All right. We'll be back.